Hello, Reds. Welcome back. The transfer window always brings excitement, rumors, and surprise names, and this time Liverpool are being strongly linked with a young midfielder who is already turning heads across Europe. His name is Hjerto-Dahl, an 18-year-old Norwegian talent playing for Tromsø IL, and he is quickly becoming one of the most talked-about prospects in Scandinavian football. Reports from trusted sources suggest that Liverpool are among several clubs closely monitoring his progress, and this news has sparked huge interest among Reds fans who love seeing the club invest in the future. Hjerto-Dahl is not your average teenager. Despite his young age, he has already broken into Tromsø's first team and is playing regular senior football. That alone shows how highly he is rated by his coaches. What makes him stand out even more is his physical profile. Standing at around 6 feet 4 inches tall, he is a giant presence in midfield. He is strong in challenges, good in the air, and difficult to push off the ball. But Hjerto-Dahl is not just about size. He is comfortable with the ball at his feet, shows good passing ability, and has a calm, mature style of play that is rare for someone so young. One of the biggest reasons Liverpool are interested is his versatility. Hjerto-Dahl can play as a holding midfielder, sitting in front of the defense and breaking up opposition attacks. He can also operate as a central midfielder, helping to link defense and attack and carry the ball forward. In modern football, players who can perform more than one role are extremely valuable, and Hjerto-Dahl fits that profile perfectly. Liverpool's interest is not new. Reports suggest the club have been tracking the Norwegian for over a year, carefully watching his development and progress. This shows that the Reds see something special in him. However, they face serious competition. Several Premier League clubs, including Aston Villa, Tottenham, Everton, Fulham, Sheffield United, and Coventry City, are also said to be interested. This tells us that Hjerto-Dahl is viewed as a top-level prospect who could one day make a big impact in English football. The race becomes even tougher when we look at Europe. German clubs Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen are both keen on signing Hjerto-Dahl. These clubs are famous for developing young players and giving them chances at senior level. Dortmund, in particular, have built a reputation for turning young talents into stars. Other clubs such as Stuttgart, Sevilla, Valencia, and Monaco are also monitoring the situation, making this a true European battle for his signature. For Liverpool, signing Hjerto-Dahl would be a smart move for the future. The club has a strong history of identifying young talent early and helping them grow into top players. With the midfield facing heavy demands and changes expected over time, bringing in a young, powerful, and flexible midfielder could be very important. Hjerto-Dahl's physical strength and tactical awareness suggest he could adapt well to the Premier League. The English game is fast, intense, and physical, and he already has the size and mentality to cope with those demands. Under the right coaching and in the right environment, he could develop into a complete midfielder who contributes both defensively and offensively. The big question is where Hjerto-Dahl believes his future lies. Liverpool can offer the attraction of the Premier League, world-class facilities, and the chance to develop at one of the biggest clubs in the world. At the same time, clubs like Borussia Dortmund may offer a clearer path to regular playing time at first. This decision will likely depend on what the player values most at this stage of his career. As the transfer window edges closer to closing, things could move quickly. Clubs are expected to consider making offers soon, and a bidding war is not out of the question. For Liverpool, timing will be crucial. Acting early could make all the difference. One thing is certain, Hjerto-Dahl is a name Liverpool fans should remember. Whether he ends up at Anfield or elsewhere, he looks like a player with a very bright future ahead. The Reds will be watching closely, and so will supporters around the world, hoping to see Liverpool secure another exciting young talent for the years to come. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Hello, Reds. Welcome back. Liverpool's season has been full of twists, turns, big wins, frustrating injuries, and difficult questions. Just when it feels like things are starting to settle, another problem appears. And right now, the biggest concern for Arne Slot and his coaching staff is at right back. The Reds reminded everyone of their European power with a stunning 6-0 demolition of Karabag at Anfield. It was one of those nights that makes you proud to be a Liverpool fan. The football was fast, aggressive, and ruthless. Mohamed Salah was back in the goals, confidence looked restored, and qualification for the last 16 of the Champions League was secured without any extra playoff stress. But once again, that perfect night came with a painful price. Jeremy Frimpong, the summer signing many believed would revolutionize Liverpool's right side, picked up yet another hamstring injury. It now looks like his third separate muscle problem of the season. A worrying pattern is starting to form. Frimpong has only managed to play 11 league games so far. For a player signed to be a key starter, that is simply not enough. Even more concerning, he has registered just 1 assist in the Premier League. His season has been stop-start, frustrating, and far from what anyone imagined when he arrived. And it gets worse. Connor Bradley is already ruled out for the season. Joe Gomez has also suffered a fresh injury setback. That leaves Liverpool dangerously thin at right back during one of the busiest periods of the campaign, with crucial Premier League and European fixtures coming thick and fast. Suddenly, Liverpool's quiet January window does not look so clever. While rivals like Manchester United and Chelsea are enjoying the boost of new managers and fresh signings, Liverpool risks standing still. And in a league as ruthless as the Premier League, standing still usually means falling behind. This is why the club may be forced into late action. One name that is starting to make a lot of sense is Sunderland's Nordi Mukiele. Yes, that Nordi Mukiele. Once a highly rated defender at RB Leipzig, later a League One winner with PSG, and now quietly one of the standout defenders in the Premier League with newly promoted Sunderland. Mukiele joined the Black Cats from Paris Saint-Germain for around £12 million. A deal that already looks like one of the bargains of the season. Since arriving, he has been outstanding. He has played 21 league matches, scored 1 goal, and provided 4 assists. That may not sound outrageous at first, but when you dig deeper, it becomes very impressive. Mukiele is currently joint 11th for assists in the entire Premier League. He has the same number of assists as stars like Mohamed Salah, Martin Odegaard, and Bruno Guimaraes. Let that sink in. A defender, playing for a newly promoted side, matching creative numbers with some of the league's biggest attacking names. Even more remarkable, Mukiele is the second most creative defender in the Premier League, behind only Manchester City's Matheus Nunes. And unlike City players, Mukiele is not playing behind a squad filled with world-class finishers like Erling Haaland. He is creating chances for forwards who work hard and are effective, but who are not global superstars. That makes his output even more impressive. So why does Mukiele make so much sense for Liverpool? First, he brings experience. He has won league titles in France. He has lifted the German Cup. He has played in the Champions League 35 times. He has featured in semi-finals of Europe's biggest competition. He knows what pressure feels like. He knows what big nights demand. Liverpool need players who can handle stress, expectation, and intense competition. Mukiele ticks that box. Second, he is versatile. Mukiele can play as a right back. He can also operate as a center back. That flexibility is gold for a squad that is currently being stretched by injuries. When Frimpong and Bradley eventually return, Mukiele would not become surplus. He could slide into central defense, offering cover and competition alongside Upamecano and others. Depth wins titles. Depth wins top 4 races. Depth saves seasons. Third, he already has chemistry with key Liverpool players. Mukiele has previously played alongside Upamecano and Dominic Szoboszlai. That matters more than people realize. Understanding movement, communication, and tendencies can speed up adaptation. He would not be walking into a dressing room full of strangers. Fourth, he allows Liverpool to stop using emergency solutions. Right now, Liverpool could be forced to move Dominic Szoboszlai into right back. While Szoboszlai is athletic and intelligent, using him there weakens the midfield. Liverpool lose control, creativity, and ball progression in the center of the pitch. Signing Mukiele keeps Szoboszlai where he belongs. It protects the balance of the team. And perhaps the biggest reason of all, value for money. Younger right-backs with potential would likely cost £40 million, £50 million, or more. Mukiele, despite his pedigree, could be available for a relatively modest fee if Sunderland are tempted by a strong offer. For a club that prides itself on smart recruitment, this is exactly the type of opportunity Liverpool usually pounce on. Of course, Sunderland will not want to lose a key player. They are fighting hard to stay in the Premier League, and Mukiele has been central to their success. But money talks, and Liverpool's history, global appeal, and Champions League football are powerful tools. For Mukiele, a move to Anfield would mean competing for trophies, playing on the biggest stages, and reviving his reputation as one of Europe's top defenders. For Liverpool, it could be the move that stabilizes their defense, protects their midfield, and keeps their season alive. Sometimes, the smartest transfers are not the flashiest. Sometimes, they are the ones that quietly fix big problems. And right now, Nordi Mukiele feels like exactly that kind of signing. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Hello again, Liverpool fans. Welcome back. Liverpool are standing at a very important moment of the season, and everything feels intense right now. Injuries, pressure, big matches, and huge transfer rumors are all hitting at the same time. The January transfer window is almost closed, and the Reds must decide quickly if they are going to act or risk falling behind. Let's start with the biggest problem, Liverpool's defense. Arne Slot is currently dealing with a serious defensive crisis. Several key players are unavailable. Giovanni Leone is injured. Connor Bradley is sidelined. Joe Gomez is also out. On top of that, Ibrahima Konate is away due to a family matter. This has left Liverpool extremely short at the back, especially at center-back and full-back. When you look at Liverpool's recent performances, you can clearly see how much this situation is affecting the team. Mistakes at the back, lack of stability, and poor defensive communication have cost the Reds valuable points. The defeat to Bournemouth was another painful reminder that Liverpool are struggling to cope without a settled defense. Because of these issues, Liverpool have dropped out of the Champions League places. Manchester United and Chelsea are now pushing hard, and the race for the top four is becoming very tight. Every match now feels like a final. Liverpool will face Newcastle United this weekend in a huge Premier League clash. But even before that game kicks off, the transfer window will be almost closed. That means Liverpool have very little time left to fix their problems. This is where the big rumor comes in. According to Sky Sport Germany journalist Florian Plettenberg, Liverpool are very interested in Bayern Munich defender Dayot Upamecano. Even more exciting, Plettenberg claims that Upamecano is actually waiting for Liverpool and Real Madrid before making a final decision about his future. Upamecano is currently out of contract with Bayern Munich in the summer. That means he could be available on a free transfer at the end of the season. Bayern have offered him a new contract, which would keep him at the club until 2030 or 2031. The deal reportedly includes a release clause from 2027 and a massive salary of around 20 million euros per year, plus a big signing bonus. But here is the key part. Talks between Upamecano and Bayern have stalled. Bayern are not willing to improve their offer, and they are still waiting for the player to sign. Weeks have passed, and there is still no agreement. This has opened the door for other clubs. Plettenberg believes that Upamecano is delaying his decision because he wants to see if Liverpool or Real Madrid make a move. That is huge news. Upamecano is 25 years old, experienced, fast, strong, and comfortable on the ball. He has played at the highest level in the Bundesliga, Champions League, and international football with France. On his day, he is one of the best center-backs in Europe. For Liverpool, signing a player like Upamecano would instantly improve the defense. He could partner Virgil van Dijk or Konate when available, and bring pace and power that Liverpool desperately need. He would also give Arne Slot more tactical flexibility and depth. But the big question is timing. Even though Upamecano could be signed for free in the summer, Liverpool's problems are happening right now. Fans are asking whether the club will try to bring in a short-term solution in January, or if they will wait and push hard for Upamecano at the end of the season. This uncertainty is adding pressure on Arne Slot. Some reports even claim that Liverpool are already thinking about possible replacements, with Xabi Alonso's name being mentioned. While Slot still has support, poor results and defensive struggles are putting him under the microscope. Inside the club, there is a feeling that something must change. Liverpool cannot afford to drift out of the Champions League race. The financial and sporting consequences would be massive. Missing out on Europe's top competition would hurt recruitment, revenue, and long-term planning. That is why this Upamecano story feels so important. If Liverpool can convince him that Anfield is the right place, it would send a strong message to fans and rivals. It would show that the club is still ambitious and ready to compete at the highest level. For now, everything is still open. Bayern are waiting. Liverpool are interested. Real Madrid are watching. And Upamecano is holding his decision. The next few days and weeks could shape Liverpool's future in a big way. Will the Reds move fast? Will they gamble and wait until summer? Or will another club steal a march? One thing is certain, Liverpool fans should buckle up because this transfer saga is far from over. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss anything.